Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we are carrying on with our Elspeth Von Draken campaign, which is very fun, and yeah, there's going to be lots of invasions and silliness going on. I'm looking forward to it, but first, we have a siege battle against the Court of the Night. This is their last bastion, so that's good news. We'll take Filed off, then we'll fight some greenskins. It's all going to be a lot of fun. Should be good. Wish me luck. Okay, so, so you guys know, well, you might not. I like to attack where I land, right? I like to attack where I land, which sounds very convenient because I'm here where there's like nothing attacking, you know, there's like nothing, you know, not nothing attacking, nothing like that can shoot us, is what I mean. But yeah, I like to attack where I land because these maps get repetitive, you know? So if I always attack from wherever I'm landed, you know, when I start the battle, then it means that I get a bit more variety. But here, it looks like we've lucked out a little bit, and we have so much artillery. We can probably all just aim for that, and they won't be able to shoot us. So, you know, that's nice. I think that's rather nice. One thing that is a bit of a pain is... So this is basically why I wanted to get mortars, right? So I want to get mortars because then I can actually do well in a siege. Gunpowder is generally terrible in a siege battle. You might think, what are you talking about? It's great, you can blast things with gunpowder. But yeah, it doesn't work out great when they all have like direct fire. If you have a bunch of archers, you can just put them all here and just shoot at literally anything and wipe everything out with that amazing firing arc. You can't do that. You just can't do that with guns. It's really quite frustrating sometimes. Alright, that's nearly done. It's nearly done. I think we can let the cannons and the mortars finish that. I mean, ideally, I don't really want the mortars doing that, but we need to get rid of this too. You know, I want the mortars to be shooting the Graveguard, ideally. But, I mean, yeah, shooting like over here with these guys looks like a plan. Let's put everybody on guard mode, by the way. This sort of army, you really just want it to be in guard mode. That's not currently manned, so actually... Ooh, damn. Alright, I was hoping I could shoot something. What? What the hell? Did I somehow press a button that made them unequip? I don't know what happened there. That was really weird. Yeah, if you could shoot here, that'd be great. And you guys are wasting all of your time. Alright, stop firing at will. It's pointless. And you guys shoot the Graveguard. Alright, look, Hellstorm rocket batteries are doing okay. It's just not great. Maybe just aim for the Graveguard as well. Hey, I took you guys off fire at will. Silly. Stop it. See what I mean? Look at like this insane amount of shooting. So much ammunition wasted. Has done nothing. And then the mortars kill everything. So mortars are great in siege battles for like a bunch of reasons. But the big thing with them is that in siege battles, enemies clump up when they're defending walls. So even enemies that have a really loose formation, like zombies or crypt ghouls, I think they have crypt ghouls somewhere in here, they're going to clump up on walls in a huge way. And so they're going to end up taking way more damage from the splash damage from the mortars. So it's really, really deadly. This is great how much damage we're doing here, by the way. Because they're a problem. But we are losing a lot of ammunition doing that. There's largely just zombies. So let's see. I mean, at some point, we're probably going to end up breaking through that wall. So let's kind of do that intentionally. Ah, look at that. There's the crypt ghouls. Alright, let's try and get that Master Necromancer whittled down. So there we go. That is huge. Now, I'm much more confident in putting these guys on fire at will by the gates. I mean, that was just majestic, but not really what I was after, if I'm honest. Alright, you deal with them. You guys can all move up a bit. Righty-ho! Righty-ho! Alright, start shooting them maybe. You guys shoot whoever you like. I don't really mind at this point. Yeah, I kind of don't mind. Should I leave something back here? I think I should. My spearmen are going to stay back here, just in case. Alright, you are going the wrong way. Let's run this way. You guys? I think maybe we climb these walls. And then I can just shoot from up here. I think that's probably a good shout. So at least get a couple up here. The rest can move there. I mean, it's mostly just zombies over here, which is a bit annoying. And he's running off. Alright, guys. Come on. Come on down. Let's get you in here. Let's have you go here. Alright, and let's have you go here. And if you use the ladders, you're using the ladders. I hate you so much. We really, like, just, I don't know, like, do a petition or something. Like, we've got to get the old pathfinding back. There was nothing wrong with it. I just cannot understand for the life of me why they changed the pathfinding. And sure, to shoot there. I just need him to not shoot, you know, into this area, basically. Okay. Yeah, I could do with killing those crypt ghouls, actually. You guys get a bunch of damage in. I'm very worried about our own units here. The mortars seem to be forgetting how to aim slightly. Just slightly, but, you know, slightly is plenty. Those are skeleton warriors. Alright, let's line you guys up. Yeah, those swordsmen are going to struggle. But yeah, the old pathfinding, right? So the difference is, with pathfinding, is it used to be, if you gave an order anywhere inside a settlement, and they were outside a settlement, they would either go through an open gate or an open wall. That was it. They were the only places that were considered when it came to pathfinding. Now, ladders are considered, and for some reason, like, feels like they're prioritized. You can only do one through a breach at a time, or it'll start assigning them to ladders, where you lose control over them, right? They're completely, like, caught up in this. You can't have them change direction while they're climbing, so it's just a mess. Like, it's an absolute mess. And yeah, I can't for the life of me figure out why on earth they changed it. It's really bizarre. They've stuck with it as well, which is sort of staggering. It's just, yeah, just unusual across the board. It's just a very strange decision that they made. Alright, shoot those skeleton spearmen. I'll have to keep an eye on you, but this seems to be worthwhile. Alright, this is going pretty well. I mean, these swordsmen are doing a great job in here. They're not getting a lot of kills, but it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, damage is being done. Alright, crypt ghouls. Let's hit them again. Ooh. Okay. Okay, those bats are a problem. Yeah, those bats are really going to mess us up. I am going to climb up here. I'm going to climb up here, and we'll probably get a bunch of shots into them and maybe the direwolves too. Alright, these swordsmen can run. I'm going to pull these guys out. I want to spread the damage out over our boys, really. Ooh, there's a lot coming in. There's a lot coming in. You guys just shoot. Please shoot these flying jerks. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, our boys are screwed here. This is real bad. This rush of bats. That classic bat rush. Alright, 250 damage for you guys. You've all got 100 kills. Nice. Alright, aim for those crypt ghouls, I guess. This is a wash. Those guys are all lost. There's no recovering from that. You guys, though, can you maybe, like, shoot them? What do you think? Are you guys really not shooting? I mean, look at them. They're right there. Thanks. Ooh, look, this is looking really good. Huge amount of potential damage here. Oh, dear. Oh dear. Well, look, they came in. They came in. I knew they'd do it eventually. And yeah, a lot of free company retreating, which is fine. I will take it. More bats on the way. Alright, can you get some shots at him? Because that'd be cool. We could do that. Oh, no, they're going for these guys. Damn it. It's really bad news. Oh, and they're still alive somehow. Alright, let's move you guys down here. Alright, try and kill those bats if you would. Swordsman, get out of here. I told you to leave there already, silly. Silly jerks. Right, how are you guys doing? You're doing great. We got some really good damage in there. Alright, skeleton warriors, that's probably all you've got left in you. But, you know, it's all good. Alright, let's hit those bats, and then they can start shooting into the ground. I might also try and get handgunners back up here. But, yeah, because there's not much infantry left, actually. They're all stuck in here now. Let's try. Let's try it. Let's try it. We might hit our own guys. But, on the other hand, might be fun. Oh, let's shoot that down. Okay, let's move you. Let's point you back the other way. Let's actually spread you guys out a bit. We've got a free company back. That's lovely. Alright, let's get you up here. And yeah, you are going to have to climb the walls. That's fine. Oh, you're all out of ammo. Shame. Alright, who have we got in here? Some wolves, I think? Alright, let's get the dire wolves. And you guys are able to shoot into here, huh? That feels unusual. What on earth can you reach? Like, how do you have line of sight through here? Not that I mind. Oh, well, you are shooting straight through. Yeah, you are basically just aiming for our unit, so maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that after all. What are these guys doing? So yeah, shoot them instead. That seems like more fun. Yeah, that seems like more fun. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but, I mean, we're getting free shots at them, so I'll take it. Alright, how are we looking? You guys gonna get them? Okay, good, we destroyed that now. Love to see it. Oh, and here's our other free company. Yeah, both you guys can come down. We are going to be fighting those skeleton warriors. That's not ideal. Not gonna lie. Alright, go for these skeleton warriors, maybe? Yeah, I think you need to climb up here. Yeah, we're getting through him eventually. We're gonna get through him eventually. And yeah, if you could start shooting the necromancer or something, that would be cool. Ooh, zombies coming. And yeah, there's still a weird queue forming here, which I don't quite understand. There's actually still a lot of scary stuff here. Alright, let's bring our spearmen in. How are you guys doing? Get in his position yet? Oh, you've decided to run this way now, even though I literally ordered you to climb the ladders. You aren't climbing the ladders. Impressive. Impressive. Apparently that's how you get people to go through breaches. You tell them to use the ladders, and they just go, nah. Nah, not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. Okay. How are we doing? Oh, he's been getting very shot thanks to these being handgunners. And not, I don't know, jerks. So that's very good. There goes the Master Necromancer. Elspeth Von Draken. I always enjoy that he sounds like Scooby-Doo. It's just good. Good times. Let's shoot these guys, yeah? That feels wise. What is this? What? There's no one left there, mate. There's no one there. Oh, that's just zombies. There we go. There's army losses. So yeah, our army did okay. Our army did okay. But yeah, mortars, fantastic. Like, yeah, 222, 175, 165 kills. I mean, our Hellstorm rocket battery did more damage, but it's also, like, way less, safe. You know, you can't have it contribute to ongoing engagements, because it would just wipe out everybody, you know? So, yeah, mortars in these situations I think are just amazing. Like, not entirely precision instruments, but certainly for artillery, basically precision instruments for taking stuff down on walls. They're very fun. Okay, good. Occupy. Lovely. The Empire does expand. And we're going to get wine. Yum yum. For now though, growth? Yeah, maybe just growth. Yeah, I think we need it. We need it. It's only a 2 settlement area, so if we don't actually have growth in the capital, we will never be able to like get that, you know, all fully upgraded. So let's just work on that. So, Vampire Slayer, you sure are. We killed an enemy. We sure did. Extra campaign movement range, thanks to a scribe. Some scribes tire of reading about the adventures of others and resolve to have some of their own, which I enjoy. That's cute. Bone Picker, an old iron? No. What about rags or bones? Boarded warhorse? It's not a dragon. Barded warhorse. It's not a dragon, but like it's you know, it's close. It's close. Pretty similar. Alright, it's not that similar. It's more similar to a donkey than a dragon, but it's a horse, it's fine. Smaller than the powerful Bretonian equivalents, Barding protects the Imperial warhorses from blows that would otherwise fell these proud beasts. And the Court of Night are destroyed. It's about time. Genuinely, it's about time. They put up a fight. You know, I did drag my heels a little, but still. Imperial Gunnery. And I know, again, Empress Finest would be the best thing to do. Not doing it. Now, I kind of want to do these. Let's increase mobility. Sure. And yeah, we're really low on cash. Alright, well we've just started upgrading Wissenberg, so that's fine. This gonna be a while, apparently, before we can do this. Is it the Vampiric Corruption? Lowering growth a bunch. Nope, that's just what our growth is. That feels bizarrely tiny, I don't know. Right. Gunnery School, we have 680 now. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's upgrade, yeah, let's upgrade our handgunners, because we have a few. And then next we'll do our mortars, which is a bigger explosion radius, so that's going to be even more powerful when we're on, you know, when we're firing at walls. What's really lovely here, snipe and stalk means we can have these guys shooting at the walls, and the enemy towers can't shoot them, and enemy, like, bats and things won't even notice they're there. And then, with concussive blast, dazed, makes speed and melee defense worse, you know, if they're hit by this, which is pretty cool. Speed, obviously, is going to, you know, they're going to linger longer and get shot at more, but also that melee defense debuff, if we've got a bunch of guys in there fighting them, and that's contributing to the attacks, then we can kill them really quickly and then move on to the next target. I mean, we will probably end up hitting our own guys a little bit and causing melee defense debuff for them, but it just means that engagement, you know, the engagement in total will be resolved faster and probably in our favor. But, you know, still pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Are we done? Are we done? Probably. I think that's the turn. Let's crack on. Okay, so this, from like dragging our heels a little bit here, we've got a real problem. We've got a real problem. Also, really? Only now did you tell me to do that? We did that ages ago, did we not? I have no idea. So Scroll Blast, this is really cool. This is better. This is better. This is a better item than it used to be. Targeting range plus 10% for spells, as well as blast. This is just part of, you know, the items being changed in this patch. Really, really cool. Maintain control of 2 provinces, easy. Not a problem. And yeah, this guy and his mate, they're all trespassing. We should probably deal with them. One thing that that's causing problems for us having dragged our heels is there was a full stack here. And they seem to have run off to go fight Templehof. What? So it's a bit annoying, because if we attack that and take it over, and, you know, we'll kill him, obviously. The other army will probably only show back up once we run off to go to take Fort Sol. So we're probably going to go back and forth a bunch, and that's going to be really frustrating. Although if I go to Fort Sol first, I can then move to Fildorf, and they will probably move stuff back to Steingard.
Amethyst Magistrix.
Because I don't think this army can deal with Fyldorf yet. But now that I say that and look at Fyldorf, maybe they can.
Lady of
I also would like to kill all of these guys too. Is our army capable of killing thousands of savage orcs? It kind of doesn't feel like it is. I think this is probably the worst army to fight against a stack of savage orcs, because the savage orcs hit like trucks, so they can get through our front line really quickly, because I've not buffed the melee defense at all. And then our back line is not going to do well in melee, because obviously. So, that's a little bit frightening. But it is a little small. It's not a full army. If we can take the boar boys out, I don't know. We might need to send these two, like, out into the front line to get clubbed to death while we have all these guys, you know, concentrate their fire, you know, on our own people. We might have to do that old trick. So yeah, I'm not sure which way to go, and I think we want to kill these guys before they, you know, do more. But how great is this? Great Savage Orc, great Shamans, just as part of the army now. Okay, it's not that great. They start with Brain Burster, and I really don't want to have all of my army Brain Bursted. Crap. Well, that sucks. I hate that. They don't have that much magic, but that's still what? Like, yeah, like 5 Brain Bursters. Yeah, I don't like it much. Well, now what do we do? I don't know. Could just ignore them, to be fair. Just attack these guys instead. Could take Fort Sol first. If these guys want to attack Fort Sol, that'd be a problem, though. I'm going to leave Fyldorf undefended. I'm going to assume that that guy is not going to attack, and I'm going to assume the other guy who crossed the river isn't going to be able to get back into here anyway. We are going to need to fight this, because I can't afford to just be losing units for no reason, which is kind of annoying. But hopefully it'll work out. Okay. Bit squeezed in here, aren't we? A little bit. Unusual? Sure. Right, you guys. Well, you're on a horse now, so I guess you're going to run at the walls like a madman. Well, mad woman. And man. Now. Alright, you guys. You're going to go for the walls too. Not for the walls, for the gates, rather. And... I mean... just move all of them up? Let them blast things to bits? I don't know. I'm sure it'll work out great. Let's have all of you guys aim for this wall. I think it's a mistake. Can you even destroy that wall? I don't even know. Feels like probably not. Alright, everyone aim for them. You smash down that. Okay, load of mortar fire coming in here. Doing some great work, actually. Doing some great work. Really good stuff. Alright. Alright. Let's get stuck in. You can't seem to shoot anything over there. Let's try shooting them. Let's try shooting them. Mate, come on. Man, love the look at this gate. I'm sure I've seen this somewhere before. I'm sure I've seen this somewhere before. Like on a, I don't know, another Warhammer game, like collector's edition box or something. Like, I'm sure these gates have been used somewhere before. Alright, yeah, their lord is very unhappy. Which makes me pretty happy, I'm going to say. Let's go for these boys. And maybe those boys, and these boys. And yes, you have to say boys each time, or it doesn't count. Yeah, sorry. You climb them. You climb them. And let's start trying to kill these trolls, even though that's probably a dumb idea. You guys, let's get you over here. Lovely. So that is still going, which is frustrating. Alright, you guys are climbing up. Love to see it. And, oh yeah, their lord's coming back. He's trying anyway. Okay. What is the plan for you? Aim for those Arab boys. Perfect. And yeah, if you guys could line up here. You could definitely do a number on those trolls. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Alright, Goblin Archers can get Spirit Leech. Because, frankly, why not? Okay, start aiming for them, please. And, ooh, that's a good target. And you know what? It's going to really upset these swordsmen, but let's shoot those orc boys. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh wow, okay, they're half dead from something shooting at them. And okay, you can't shoot there, which is frustrating. They're trying to get away. What a pain. Shoot that. Shoot that. It'll keep you out of trouble. We're through yet? No, not even slightly. Alright. Goblin Archers again then. And yeah, Mortar's just crushing it, frankly. Just absolutely crushing it. And oh yeah, them here. You know what? Every one of these guys. I think just there's so much stuff blocked in here. God, I love the look of orc boys in this game. They really are fantastic. I've always really liked them. But it's like your basic troop type. I think they look fantastic. God, they're having a bad time. Right, that's their lord over there. Alright, aim for them now, maybe? Maybe be a bit spread out. But that's fine. Okay, I think we've kind of dealt with them. Oh, there's still a problem. Alright, you guys need to, like, retreat, I think. Get you over here, and you guys can, like, swap. And we'll see how our mortars do. I bet they were tracking. They're all going to land here now. Okay, you guys can't do anything. Stop being stupid. Mage of Death. Alright, we've got to hit them next. Alright, so those guys did end up running. That's fine. In fact, basically everyone ended up running. I think our mortars did do a number on our own guys. Oops. Oopsie poopsie. No, go through the gate that you were stood next to. You jerk. No. Crying out loud. And look at this. Like, what is happening here? Let's have someone shoot there. No, not into all of our own guys. What are you doing? Crazy. Alright, shoot them, please. Alright. We'll be done soon. I think we need new swordsmen. I think I just sort of handed them to our enemies there a little. And oh, of course, those free company, they could have gone through that gate, so they ran over here to climb this ladder so they could run the whole. Unbelievable. Really does take the mick, doesn't it? And we're still trying to destroy this with our rocket batteries, which is, you know, bold move. Bold move trying to accomplish that. Alright, yeah, they're having a bad day, which is great. That's the sort of day I'd like them to have, and yeah, the damage of their trolls can trigger army losses. Good. But yeah, we're probably going to need new swordsmen, I think. Decisive victory. So I feel like it's important to point out, right? Our handgunners were in range of the walls the entire time, and until it decided to kill the remaining and just sort of hand them kills, they had like 5 kills each, and then all of these guys had like 125, 130 kills. You know, the mortars just... they're so much better in a siege than any of the direct fire stuff. They're sort of necessary to be able to hit things on the walls. But yeah, I really like them. I really enjoy them.
The Empire
and I really enjoy this too. Having fought Sol is honestly pretty great. One thing we need to do that I keep not doing for some reason. Ooh, Frostfire Gem. This is really good. When brought into contact with this jewel, weapons ignite with ice-cold blue flames that burn anything they touch. It gives flaming attacks for a lord or hero, and enables frostfire attacks, which have a weakness to fire, So you hit something once, they're then weak to fire, and then other attacks are going to then do 20% extra damage because you're doing flaming damage, which is so cool. And it slows them so they can't get away from you while you're doing that. Really, really cool. Province secured, Winter's Teeth Pass. And that's our second province, so we've got a bit of extra cash too. And we can up growth. We just need to get this to tier 5 as fast as possible, which is going to be very slow. And let's get Root Marcher finally.
Every device has its secrets.
I'm sure a load of people are going, why didn't you get it sooner? Because, oh my god, it's so important. And like, every single place we've attacked has been one turn away from the previous place we attacked. So you actually don't need it in a lot of places. Some campaigns, you need it because you'll be inexplicably, like, you know, half an inch away from the enemy, and so you can't reach it. And that just happens in the first few turns. For this campaign, no, don't really have to worry about it. Piercing shots, sure, why not? Why not, eh? Why not? Now let's see, what can I recruit? Nothing. We can't really replace these with anything good, which is a bit sad. We don't have any good recruitment here. But I guess that's okay. So yeah, the thing I've been neglecting, we haven't done any diplomacy for some reason. And people don't even want to do any diplomacy. Come on, what's wrong with you people? SOLLAND seem game. Border princes want to trade. Right, the Empire doesn't seem to like us much.
We may not be the Empire.
Which, yeah, you're not the Empire, but at least you want to trade with me. The disciples of the Maw might want to trade. What is wrong with these people? Alright, SOLLAND will trade. SOLLAND will trade. Good. And,
yes.
Norn want to do a military access pact, but not... Oh, they do want to do... They do want to do a...
Let's hear what you
non-aggression pact. And we're already trading with them. That's probably why we're not getting much trade, because we're trading with the dwarfs. That's what I'm going to assume.
Fine.
And also, I think Norn are going to be wiped out soon. They might get wiped out soon, because I think Durthu is trying to wipe them out. Do you want to, like, get them all? You want to go, you know, grab some stuff? Like, you seem to be doing okay. I don't know, we'll see. Reichland, I really wish Reichland would play ball with us. I mean, I could get a non-aggression pact, but for like a lot of money. So at some point, we're going to get some technologies and, you know, do some quests and things that'll get them to like us. But it's not great, is it? I guess if you get it really high, do they start liking you more? No, that's different. Damn. Damn. See, we need to take these and that, ideally. And this. And I guess all of this. And that'll get our authority up nicely. So we've got a lot to do. And this. And all this, yeah. And not that good. I thought Kislev had overstepped again. They do that a lot. Well, let's end the turn and see what happens, I guess. Hopefully, that big army will show up again so I can actually defeat it and we know that faction can get destroyed. Like, if there's a stray army, they can just show up anywhere and be a real problem. Yeah, they can be a real pain. Okay, so there's still a bunch of orcs running around our territory, which I'm not happy about. But we can reach this guy just... hilariously, because I got the... You know, I finally got Root Marcher. I think he might attack us, because this is probably all healthy. Grain silos are giving the extra casualty replenishment rate. I wish we'd had that last turn, honestly. An extra growth is comforting for people to know where their next meal will come from when winter's chill descends. Capture 3 provinces. Well, I'm about to. So we can get the Deepwood branch. Extra missile resistance ammunition and woodsman, which is quite nice. Unit can pass through trees. Quite handy. Sure, it is believed only through conquest that true power may be achieved. But I disagree. Just need dragons. And yep, they're going to attack. Close victory, medium casualties. Very worried about all of these squigs. Luckily, it's mostly just goblins. So I think just like a huge amount of like artillery fire should work out really well for us. One thing I should have done is I should have upgraded these guys with that special effect. I think... Oh wait, no. No, their first upgrade isn't the slowdown thing. It's the bigger explosion radius, which is still great. Still something I want, and I think we can afford it now. But never mind. So... yeah, I'm going to give that to Elspeth, because she's going to want that later on. I think currently, like, I don't know, we can probably go toe-to-toe with this guy and kill him. Probably go toe-to-toe with most of this stuff, actually. So I guess she can still have that. Right, close victory, medium casualties. I think we can handle it. Alright. So what have we got here? What have we got here? The perfect means of fighting an army like this? I think that is what we have here. So we're in a weird position here, actually. I guess the squigs might make it a bad idea. I was thinking we could stay on the, like, the bottom of a hill, almost, like halfway up, so that way we can shoot up onto whatever is cresting the hill and below, right? But with squigs charging down, we might end up with a bunch of them in our back line real quickly, and the fact that we don't really have a front line, that does make me a little bit worried. I mean, technically we do. It's just a bit crap, isn't it? It's not very good. Alright, great cannons on one flank. Alright, all the mortars I'm going to spread out because I want to shoot sort of everything. Make sure everything gets weakened. I can have these guys on one side as well, so they can destroy whatever's on the flank. Because if all our guns can focus on the center, I think that's probably better for us, all things considered. And again, on the flanks. I think the squigs will be on the flanks. That's where I want the guns. I need to make sure that they don't get to charge in with, you know, with gusto. Though they absolutely will. I'm a little bit frightened. Oh, we attacked them, so they're going to make us go to them, are they? Oh, for God's sake. Just come and fight me. It'll be fun, I swear. But, sure, if they're going to...
Cloaked in darkness.
Yeah, that should maybe give us line of sight. We'll see. Oh, no, they are moving up. Okay. Oh, we need line of sight on them now. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see how this goes. All you guys, stop and start blasting. Because, I mean, look at this. Look at this. That is juicy, isn't it? Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, look at this. There's one good hit into all this. Alright, at least we're sort of attempting to hit them. Alright, that seems pretty good. Bunch of mortars are landing. I mean, that's not bad. Not bad. So, this is all a little frightening.
The Dark Lady of Nuln.
And their archers are in range, which is a bother. But yeah, look at this. That's great news. Really did a number on them. Alright, now let's shoot their archers and then just like random goblins. Because yeah, this looks largely wrapped up. Nice. Yeah, you guys doing well. Ooh, that squig herd is still going. Let's stop them. Let's stop them. Alright, you just go help out those goblins. And tell you what, let's give you terror. How's that sound? Can you actually hit anything? Probably not. Let's move you up a bit. Alright. Let's attack there. Let's just get everyone to start blasting, yeah? Oof. Alright, not enjoying that. But this should be interesting. Okay, that was pretty superb. That was pretty great. Oh. Okay, good.
Withdraw!
Oh no. Oh no. Squig header back. Squig header back.
Gunners.
All ranks, fire! In range!
Squig header back.
Water!
Alright. This is fine. Kind of. You guys shot anything yet? Not really.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Let's move you here so you can shoot at them should they come back.
Lee Company!
Oh my word.
Bring them down!
Alright, how are we looking? Can we reach them? No. Okay, can we reach him? Maybe one day.
Ready for war! For Helden
And yeah, you're getting some good shots in now, but there's no one else nearby.
Spiritor of Shaiish.
by Ulrich's wrath!
Good. How are we looking over here? Like, pretty good. Pretty good, all things considered.
Heldenhammer!
Nah, this is a cool battle. This is really cool. Really cool fight.
Ready for war! Engineer!
Okay, handgunners, we can move back. You can start shooting that way.
Lee Company!
What are you guys aiming at? Something. Probably.
Finding range! Sir!
And I mean, I like this. This is cool. You know, if we were slightly earlier in the fight, I probably wouldn't have probably wouldn't have allowed them to be stood here. But you know,
Spearman!
with them already being really damaged, I kind of knew these guys could shoo them away
Von Draken.
with gunfire.
Master craftsman!
Yeah, that's cool. This is a really cool fight.
In the shadow of death. Shadow
Alright, let's chase him down. I feel like we've killed a ludicrous amount of goblins here. And you know, we held pretty well. I think we have lost, I think we're going to need new spearmen. New spearmen, new swordmen. Which you may have heard that before. But yeah, that was fun. That was really cool. That was really cool. Oh man, gun lines are great. Decisive victory. Marvelous. Let's see. Let's praise Sigmar. Wow, loads of schematics as well. Amazing. Loads of loot gains.
reinvigorated.
I mean, they do get to run away, which is annoying. But, I mean, they're going to flee back to here, right?
Elspeth Von Draken.
Maybe. They might just have these two armies run around us and run back to Fyldorf, which would be pretty annoying. And if I run there, I'm not sure I can actually get close enough. I think we're just going to be sat here, you know, and we'll see what they do. So Lupio Gausser has a barded warhorse. It's okay, but it's made out of like mostly horse meat instead of gears and things. So we'll have to work on that in future. Try and make one that's entirely made out of like engineering marvels. I'm sure he's up to the task, so don't worry about it. Smaller than their powerful Bretonnian equivalents. Yeah, I'm well aware. Yes, thank you.
Von Draken.
They just keep trying to tell me. It's a cart horse. It's a bit small though, and it's not made of gears. Stupid. Imperial gunnery. Sure. Just come on, get Emperor's finest. What's wrong with you? We really need our front line to hold. No, more guns. Please, miss. I don't want to die. You'll die when I tell you to die. Which is now. Protection of the Patriarch, 8 orders. I mean, this stuff seems pretty cool, but nothing too big. Extra ammunition, extra 20% ammo for our artillery would be pretty huge in a siege, wouldn't it? Would be pretty big. Extra ammo and cheaper recruitment cost is fine. Missile resistance and missile strength for all missile infantry is a pretty big deal. Speed and missile strength for the missile cavalry is good too. An extra range for missile units and reload time reduction. There's some really good upgrades here. I mean, more speed and leadership and recruit rank for state troops is just really good. Because that's for basically everybody. Cheaper buildings across the board is kind of wild though. Do I want to get one of these while I can afford it as well?
Must envy our
God, it is
invention.
tempting, isn't it? It is tempting. There's a lot of stuff I want here. More income from trade and iron, gem and gold mines. That's all pretty good. It's a lot of good stuff. Better Empire captains. Better warrior priests. We've got engineering guild. Extra research rate and hero capacity for engineers. That is kind of cool, actually. And manorialism is quite good for local and global recruitment capacity up, and lord recruit rank, and a diplomacy with the Empire. But we need, what, all of them, do we? Yeah, we need to do all of this before we get manorialism, which is really good. So, I'm tempted to get Engineers Guild, because it is... Oh, that's also pretty good, though. And so's that. Oh, it's all really good. It's all really good. Let's get Engineering Guild, shall we? Guns and more fast travel cost is down, which is nice. Gain vision of all non-hostile Empire faction capitals is also really good. Man, there's some good research. So yeah, let's try and get extra research. Because research rate, thanks to a recent patch, you get a surplus. So if you end up with, you know, going over anything, it'll spill over your research points into your next research, which is something that didn't used to happen, which meant all your bonuses didn't do anything unless you had your research rate basically doubled. You would rarely save yourself a turn in research. Now, it actually does make a difference. So those little bonuses, way more powerful than they used to be. So I'm going to go for that. And again, I'm avoiding things that are probably much, much better to get, so I can lean into the flavour, just because it's more fun that way for me. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this. I am. And I think we need to get that first. Okay, my bad. Sorry, I saw a thing. I got distracted. If you're enjoying this, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
The graveyard rose. Elspeth Von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil.